Happy learners are lifelong learners. The biggest passion is I want to see every single child thrive. My son needed a school. As I said, his abilities were a little bit different from other children, and he was rejected by other more selective schools, let's say, who only want the top students. And I'm actually thankful to those schools for rejecting my son, because now he is happier than he could ever have been elsewhere. We're passionate, the teachers are passionate, and the children become passionate about learning as a result.
Nice. Hi guys, this is Mr. Plato, and here I am in Cyprus, and I'm going to interview a lady, a beautiful lady who is in charge of a private school called Golden Oak. I heard there's a story behind Golden Oak, behind Deanna. Deanna is the principal in charge, and can you say hi?
Hi everyone, welcome to Golden Oak. Now Golden Oak is a school that is very inclusive, which means we have children from all around the world and from different backgrounds and different abilities. Because as everyone knows, not everyone has the same inclination. So how did Golden Oak open? Golden Oak opened in a time when a lot of people came to Cyprus from all over the world. And unfortunately, not all schools were inclusive. What does that mean? It means that if you had any kind of disability, if you had any kind of difficulties, it was impossible to find a school. And I was actually the mother of a child that had some difficulty academically. None of the other schools would accept a child with any kind of difficulty. And I said, that's not possible because not everyone is born the same. Not everyone has the same abilities academically. Is it fair to reject children because of their academic level? No, it's not. A school should be able to provide care and education to all types of levels. So you could have a very high ability, a medium ability, or a low ability. A great school can help all three of those levels at the same time. And that's something that Golden Oak, and I took that personally as well as the owner of Golden Oak, that's something that Golden Oak does. It looks at everyone's ability individually. You are an individual. You're not just a number at this school. You are an individual. And we help every single child reach the maximum potential they can, whether their potential is A+, B, or C, or even D. Whatever your potential is, we help you reach it. And that's one of the key things that made Golden Oak so different from everyone else. We're very inclusive, we love all children, and we make sure that every child feels welcome. Every child feels that they have a place here, they're welcome here, they belong here. We don't stigmatize anybody based on abilities. And that's something that doesn't happen everywhere else, unfortunately, in Cyprus and schools. So we're very proud of that. We have the Cambridge academic system, which follows the British curriculum as most schools in Cyprus do. So academically, we have exactly the same system as everyone else. So the Cambridge curriculum. We have our sports, we have our music, we have our arts, because all children enjoy those as well. And they're part of their learning, oddly enough. You wouldn't believe it, but it's not just the books that you study. It's all the other activities that you do as well. So you need to have a very, very good balance. And something else that I've noticed over the years is that happy learners are lifelong learners. What does that mean? If they're happy to come to school, if they enjoy the environment they're in, it means that they will have lifelong learning. You won't have a block at the age of 9, for example, because they've just been pressured and pressured and pressured without enjoying what they're learning. So for us, a happy learner is a lifelong learner.
So which means they have passions
for
learning.
We push our own passions onto them. We're passionate, the teachers are passionate, and the children become passionate about learning as a result. So you pass that on to the children, and that's obviously, as a teacher, you'll know what I mean.
You know, so many teachers in China, their facial expression, look at their facial expression, is dark. It's like they are bored or they are under pressure so much. And the students as well. So if teacher is happy, students are happy.
Of course, and parents are happy as well.
Parents are happy.
What more do you want as a parent? You want your child to be happy and learning. What more do you want? We offer both of those things, happy and learning.
At the same time?
At the same time, That's rare, but it does happen here. You won't see a sad child at Golden Oak. They're all with a smile on their face. Cyprus is a beautiful place, great place to raise children as well. So most people that live in Cyprus are families, families with children. So it's a great place. I can't recommend it more. I mean, I've had the opportunity to open schools in Australia and the UK, and I preferred Cyprus. I had the opportunity to go abroad to do this, and I chose Cyprus because it's the place for children, the best place for children.
why it has to be Cyprus? Like, you know, in Australia, in New Zealand, and in USA and the UK, there are so many options. Why it has to be Cyprus? Is there other reasons?
Well, obviously I was born and raised in Cyprus, so it's my home.
Yeah.
But for me, if I'm looking at it as an international parent who's looking at the international world for education, Cyprus is small, which means it's safer than most countries. The weather is better than most countries. Which makes it much healthier for the children that live here as well. Because obviously children are more sensitive in terms of health. So the location as well is brilliant. It's in the middle of Europe.
Yeah.
And the Middle East and all over the place, actually. We're in the middle of everything, to be honest. So the location is great. The weather is great. Education level in general is great. So when you open a school in Cyprus, there is always let's say, an expectation that you will do as well as other schools do. Yeah. So we're all in competition with each other to make sure that we all are on the same academic level.
Yeah.
So Cyprus has that expectation that if you open a school, it has to be a good one.
Yeah.
Whereas in a larger country, you could have your good schools, your medium schools, your low schools. Whereas in Cyprus, they all have to be at a certain level because we all follow the same curriculum. And it's a great place to live, to be honest. Imagine a distance of driving 10 minutes to get to your local supermarket. Another 10 minutes to get to your school, another 10 minutes to get to the beach. 30 minutes you can go to the mountains and see some snow. So you've got great differences at short distances. So I would always recommend Cyprus above all else. The distance, I guess, makes it easier to live here as well. And the people are so friendly as well, to be honest. As you said, you've seen smiling faces, happy faces everywhere. It doesn't mean life is perfect because life is never perfect anywhere for anyone. Everyone has their problems. But they're happy because the environment we're in is much better than elsewhere in the world. Children take priority above adults in Cyprus. So, for example, if a child is ever lost, the first thing a local will do is call the police and say, look, there's a child here. They will speak to that child. They will make the child feel comfortable until the police arrives and finds the parents. That doesn't happen in other countries. In other countries, if you lose a child, there's a high possibility that you won't find your child again. Whereas in Cyprus, for example, we respect children. And children are the priority of life. They are the future.
They are safe, they are healthy, they are happy,
Correct.
They are passionate.
Correct.
Children are the future.
Yes, children are the future generation, and we teach them good values in Cyprus as well. They respect their environment, they respect their elders, they respect the society that they're in. So I think Cyprus, above all other countries, has more to offer families with children.
Yeah. How long have you been working?
Oh, I have been working first I was an English teacher and I had an institute where I taught English to children from all different schools and adults as well at different businesses. Then 3 years ago, we opened Golden Oak because my son needed a school. As I said, his abilities were a little bit different from other children and he was rejected by other more selective schools, let's say, who only want the top students. Which I didn't find very fair. And as a parent, I think anyone can understand for someone to reject your child, it's awful. So we decided to open Golden Oak. Thank goodness it has been an amazing experience and my son is really happy. And I'm actually thankful to those schools for rejecting my son because now he is happier than he could ever have been elsewhere. So I'm very, very happy that Golden Oak exists. I'm happy that we help all types of families, regardless of your ability, you know, whether you are academically brilliant or whether your academic level is a little bit lower and you need some help. We are here to support you.
What if, like, Chinese students, the English level is low? Is it fine to get used to it?
It's not a problem. We have a lot of children that do come to us with limited English, and we work hard to help them improve their English so that they can follow the Cambridge curriculum simultaneously.
Really? Like, I went to other private school and the administrator, the counselor said you have to meet the requirement of the certain level of English.
This is what I was saying. Most schools in Cyprus are very selective. Whereas they expect you to come to them ready-made. We don't expect children to come to us ready-made. We are willing to help them reach the level they need to reach in order to follow the curriculum. Some children do come to us ready-made, but not everyone has that ability. So you need to offer opportunities to all children. And that's something that we do. And that's something that I always promised myself that I would do, give children opportunities. Why deprive a child of an opportunity just because they haven't had a chance to learn English perfectly? You can help them. They can take some extra lessons as well while they're here and improve. There are so many ways for the children to improve. Give them an opportunity.
They can learn so fast. They are born with some
children are born
learning
with the ability. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Children are born with the mind of a sponge. They absorb everything so fast. And this is something that schools forget because they want an easy life. They want children to come ready. We are not like that.
You have so much passion. What's the drive? What's the biggest passion for you?
The biggest passion is I want to see every single child thrive. Every single one. Every single child in my care has to reach their maximum ability. And specifically my son as well, who had low academic abilities, now since Golden Oak has opened, he has become a mathematics genius. And so for me, never to let any other school deal with my son is my biggest drive. I will keep opening the next class up until the age of 18 when they graduate, to make sure that my son stays in this environment, which is a happy environment where he's learning, and make sure every single child that needs me has me by their side through their learning journey. I will never allow any parent to cry for their child's academic career. I will never allow another child to feel pressured. I want them to have an environment where they are loved. It's a family school, an environment where they're welcome, they're accepted for their differences. Because, you know, we all look different. We all speak differently sometimes. Sometimes we act differently because obviously we all have different things in our minds. But you're welcome here. You're accepted here. You're loved here. And once you have that environment, every child will thrive.
After hearing all these words, I'm pretty touched as a father, not as a teacher, as a father. If my child is thriving here, how happy would she be? I don't want to see a lot of progresses, like, because it just naturally happens. But I want to see she's really enjoying her life and she wants to do something. She wants to go to school. I don't want to go home.
We have this.
Oh my God.
Children don't want to leave.
That's what I'm doing and what you are doing. And personally, I want to be the bridge. I really want to bridge the gap, like be the bridge between Golden Oak and our Gamzabas. Our school is called Gamzabas. It's full of potatoes. And our kids, our parents, I really hope you can feel and sense what she's doing. She's doing an amazing thing in this terrible things happening. But there's still someone bright, someone hopeful, someone really doing the meaningful things. Yeah, I'm so happy to meet you here.
Same here.
Yeah, it's my honor. It's my honor, and I really want to see you again. And we'll see.
You're welcome anytime.
Any last words you want to say?
Always love what you do, and you will never work a day in your life. That's my philosophy.
Again, appreciate it so much, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace.